back.
We are
That was an
back.
epic countdown.
Yes. Fantastic. Can you hear anything, Christian?
Oh.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, we are back.
We're back. That was an epic countdown.
It was an epic countdown.
Sorry.
Welcome back to the Threefold Podcast. If you don't know who we are, my name is Faith.
I'm Christian.
And we are Threefold. Threefold is our band, and we make music. You can find our music anywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, all the music platforms were there. Also, we have a website, the3fold.online. We have a Black Friday sale going on, 25% off of all things on our website, which is super amazing.
It's amazing.
It is fantastic. Literally everything, even our Threefold QR hoodie that we always talk about.
The infamous hoodie.
We wear like every single day. Our mother has to make us take it off so that she can wash it because it is so comfortable. So yeah, go check out our merch at the3fold.online. Also, we apologize if you hear some construction noises. We have some things going on in the bathroom beside us. Our sliding doors are being taken off. Whole long story, but
it's all her fault.
It's all my fault. It's okay though. But we are so excited to be back. Thank you for the YouTube comment, by the way. I will definitely check that out. And so yeah, I think.
Also, thanks whoever sent the likes over on Facebook.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I just saw like a whole bunch of.
I wonder where Carol is tonight. Carol.
He's sneakily watching tonight.
Maybe he's just like invisible.
He's hiding out.
But anyways, so tonight we are actually going to be talking about habits of gratitude. It's actually a Bible study type ordeal that is about gratitude, but I think like what greater time to talk about gratitude than right now. You know, we have Thanksgiving coming up. We're not going to be back until after Thanksgiving, so we have to talk about it now. So the idea of Thanksgiving, if you don't know, if you're like from another country or something, I don't know.
Carol.
Hey, Carol. Ha, 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 ha. No, the idea of Thanksgiving is that we give thanks for the things that we have, the family that we have. And we eat a lot of good food, but it's really what we're looking forward to. But we also give thanks for all the good things. And so our gratitude towards God should not be left out, right? We look at Thanksgiving and we think like, oh, we're so thankful for all of these things, but we can't take God out of that because ultimately he's the person who did it all, right? So we are going to be doing a short little Bible devotional about gratitude. So I'm just going to read what it says first because I thought it was super cool. Also, Christian, dang, that was way intensified.
It was?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear it.
I heard it. It was kind of weird, but
Oopsies.
Yeah, we apologize again. There's some construction going on. It's okay though. So it says the basic habits of gratitude. The secret of happiness is to count your blessings while others are adding up their trouble. And that's a quote in there. As we read God's word, we can see the theme of being thankful. There are hundreds of verses telling us to give thanks or offer praise to God. Outside of the Bible, you'll find lots of articles and research stating the benefits that come with being a grateful person. People who are thankful are known to be depressed less, get better grades in school, sleep better, stay healthy, have deeper friendships, and have a brighter outlook on life. Basically, gratitude is good for you. In 1 Thessalonians 5:18, the Apostle Paul wrote, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you." Living as a grateful person is God's will for our lives. God knew before the beginning of time how positively gratitude would affect us, long before an article or book was written about the topic. So whether your life is moving along smoothly or it feels like you're walking in quicksand, consider adding these daily habits to your life. Create new pathways. Dr. Caroline Leaf, cognitive neuroscientist and author, said, "As you think, you change the structure of your brain. This isn't easy, but we have a choice in what we think about. So let's allow thoughts of gratefulness to fill our minds. Choose 5 things. Make a daily habit to say or write 5 things you're thankful for. You can do it any time of the day, morning or night. Set a gratitude alarm. Choose different times in the day. When the alarm goes off, ask God to bring to mind the blessings and gifts in your life and thank Him for them. Tell someone. Every day, talk to someone about what you're thankful for. Maybe it's their friendship, the sunrise, a powerful moment with God, or an unexpected blessing you received. Saying it makes it more real. It's vital that we make our gratitude habitual so that when life storms come upon us, we know how to navigate the rough waters. And part of this is trusting God and even choosing to be grateful when we don't understand the world around us. As we build this gratitude muscle, it won't be something we have to think about. It'll become as natural as breathing. So what's something that really stuck out to you in that beginning part? Or do you want me to start first? And then
you could.
Okay. I liked how it said choose 5 things, because I actually do this normally, because I have I have a calendar that has like things that you're thankful for that goes every single day. You would just have to see it, but it's like a ray of sunshine, and on those like things that go out, it has what you're thankful for. And so there's however many days are in that month, it has like that many lines that you write on, which I think is super cool, because whenever you reflect on your thankfulness for what God's doing in your life, you think like, oh, that's more real to me. Like you can think about those things, but whenever you write them down or say them, I feel like it just comes to life, and you think like, wow, God actually did this for me. Like, I'm so thankful for that. And so that is one thing that I already do. So I thought it was very interesting that it said that in this devotional, and I was like, hey, I already do that. So I thought that was cool. So what about you?
I think the main thing that stuck out to me was the scripture they chose, because it's a really good one. 1 Thessalonians 5:18, as you said, Paul wrote, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you," because it doesn't matter where we are, and Paul knew this. Of all people, Paul knew this,
Yeah.
and he literally any circumstance. It doesn't matter how high or low, how deep your valley is, but you always need to give thanks, and that's something we don't do enough of,
Right.
especially here where we have it good. I mean, honestly, I can say, yeah, Dad's in there banging around. Anyway, I can say we here in America, we've had it pretty good as Christians, because a lot of people in different countries, they literally die for their faith,
But yeah.
and we can't even sit here and thank Him for being Him. Like, it's just, we get so complacent.
Yeah, we do.
So many times.
And I think, yeah, we do get complacent, and like you were saying, in other countries people die for their faith, but a lot, like every one of them that I've heard that have died for their faith have said that it was, or not have said, but before they did, they have said like it would be such a blessing for that to happen. Like people who live in other countries who know that they could die for their faith any day, like any moment of any day, they know like it is a possibility that I could die for my faith. They count it as a blessing because they know that. And so, yeah, we do have it so good in America, yet we don't even take the time most of the time to say, God, thank you so much for letting me have this opportunity, letting me worship so freely. Because, I mean, we can go to a church openly and worship a God who does all things, but there are other people in other countries that cannot do that without being persecuted. Like,
Exactly.
You literally cannot go openly and say, I'm a Christian. So...
And I mean, that goes for us too. I mean, I personally, I don't enough. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
That's something I really need to work on. And I'm glad this got brought up.
I do encourage you to write down what you're thankful for. Like, even if you just keep like a gratitude journal and just use it for that, because it genuinely does help you. Like, you think, oh, well, just writing it down isn't going to help me. But I promise you, whenever you start writing it down, you start reflecting and thinking like, what are the things that I'm thankful for? And then it just starts coming, and you're just like, wow, God has done so many things for me.
And that's like for us, even for us, like our music. For instance, so many times we're like, why aren't more people listening to our music?
all the time, actually, not so many times, just all the
more
time.
people, buy our merch and support us. But the thing is, none of that matters.
Right.
All that matters is that we do what we do for the one and only God. So that's all that matters, and we should be thankful to have the opportunity. Do you know there is a difference between being thankful and being grateful? Yes. Hang on. I'm gonna go.
Christian said, hang on. I'm actually going to.
Okay, so I think the best way to approach this.
The Oxford Dictionary defines the word thankful as pleased and relieved. The word grateful in the Oxford Dictionary is showing an appreciation of kindness or just appreciation for something. So I think just because we're thankful for something. So is this what you're trying to say? Like, I understand, but at the same time, I want to be I want to know for sure, 100% this is what you mean. But you can be thankful, but without being grateful and without expressing your gratitude to God. Then, because it says feeling or showing an appreciation. So we can be thankful all day long, but until we show that we are thankful to God through our gratefulness and gratitude, thankful is a feeling, exactly. But grateful is an action or showing that you are grateful or thankful.
I like how you did the equals.
Also, I know. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Carol. Okay, so thankful equals feeling, and grateful equals action. Exactly. And so sometimes we do get caught up in being thankful, as in we think being thankful is enough. But if we're not being grateful, then are we even really thankful? If we cannot show God that we are thankful through our gratefulness and through telling him that we're thankful, then are we really thankful? I don't know. As a Christian, I don't know. Because I feel like as a Christian, you want to tell God, thank you so much.
And you want to do everything you can to show your gratitude, to show that you are thankful.
Exactly.
For everything that he's given us and every opportunity that he's given us to do what we do.
And also, I think gratefulness also comes through prayer, because whenever you're praying to God and you say thank you so much, that's more than being thankful for something. It's really being grateful and showing your gratitude. It just reminds me of the song Gratitude by Brandon Lake. I love that song. Literally love that song. So I think right click, Emma, Carol, you can continue commenting if you want to. We appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, if you look up the original meaning of what is translated from the Hebrew into thankful in the Bible, it seems to be better and translated as grateful. Well, that's so cool. That's really, really cool. I think that changes your perspective of it. And I think that genuinely changes my perspective of what being thankful really is. Super duper cool. I'm going to read Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 6. And I love this verse. Literally love this verse. Oh, yeah, the English language watered down the meaning. Honestly, the English language does that all the time to everything in the Bible. I know so many times I've heard people say meanings of things, and it would just come from Hebrew or from Greek, the meaning that what it actually means, rather than what the English translation is. It changes the entire meaning of it. Every single, I don't know how to explain it. Most of the time, that is the case.
That's the
so
thing.
crazy.
When you're translating to some language, especially in the language Bible was written in Hebrew, it how am I trying to put this? Some of their words don't mean exactly the same word they're translated to.
Right.
Like our meaning doesn't mean the exact same thing that their meaning was, but that's the closest thing we have to it, definition-wise,
Mhm.
the closest word we can put for it, I guess you could say. But yeah, I mean that's
we have someone on our website from Georgia. If you're watching and you're from Georgia, thank
hello.
you. But
Please talk.
Proverbs 3, verses 5 through 6 says, "Trust the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your path smooth." So if we're really focusing on what God has done for us and what God will do for us, then he will make our path smooth. He will make us understand which way to go in all situations. And so that's part of being telling God, I'm grateful for what you've done in my life and where you've taken me. Because so many times, like he said, so many times we get in a place where we think, like, what are we doing this for? Like, we don't even have enough money to, like, pay for what we've already released, and we're talking about releasing other things, and then also keeping merch up and like a website running that all of it costs money. And so taking all of that and thinking, like, God, where are you taking me? But where he's already taken us, like, almost 4,000 streams on our first album. We didn't even know that could ever be possible. And it's not possible. It's not possible with us. It's possible with God. And so it's just part of trusting God and saying, okay, well, it might not make sense to me, but I see where you've already brought me, so I'm going to continue following you.
Exactly.
And then do you want to read the First Thessalonians one, since you already talked about that too? Even though I
already read
it too. Yeah.
I already read it.
Okay, well, then we'll just get the next. You can read Hebrews 11.
Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen." There's your name.
Exactly.
She's in the verse, guys. She's famous.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think that goes directly with understanding that where God has brought us through can also be a faith booster, as in, okay, I have faith that you're still going to do that for me, because you've done it before, and you will do it again, and you will always be there for me.
Exactly. Yeah. And it kind of goes hand in hand with the verse that you just brought up. I mean, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. We got to have faith. I mean, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
Exactly.
Lean not on your own understanding.
In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. That is such a good Bible verse. So based on what we talked about today, and you can answer this as well in the comments, but what is one thing that God is saying to you? You can go first.
I mean, let's see. I think the biggest thing is just be thankful and stay faithful, and to show you, and obviously, as Carol said, to show your gratefulness.
My name is in the NIV 458 times. I'm very famous.
Hang on, I gotta like that one.
No, yeah, this is no joke. In church, whenever I was little, I'd be like half asleep because I was little.
Faith.
And yeah, I would hear faith and I'd jump up because I thought someone was saying my name. It was really just the Bible. But it still was my name, but just not in the same context. So yeah, you can continue. I'm sorry.
I think he's just, honestly, which he's been working on me with this for a while now, is patience.
Yes, ma'am. Patience to know that God's going to do what he is going to do in our lives every single time. That's a hard thing. Carol always messes with me about that because out of probably all the fruits of the Spirit, patience is probably the hardest one for me because I like things to just be like,
We know.
100%.
We know.
As soon as I get an idea, or as soon as
and if you guys don't know, I know of all people. Okay.
As soon as I get an idea, or as soon as I start a song, like I want it to be done right then. And so sometimes God's just like, nope, you gotta chill, and that's so hard for me to do. And to just wait on things. It's hard for me to just wait on things, which is, I mean, it's something that I have to build on with God. And just trust that He's gonna help me do that, because it's definitely not something I can do on my own. 100%, that's gotta be a God thing. But yeah, no, I like how you said, be thankful and stay faithful.
Yeah,
we need to
rhymed,
make that. We need to make that on a T-shirt.
I'm making bars.
Be thankful, stay faithful. 100%. Like, I feel like that should be what Thanksgiving is about.
Oh yeah.
What?
He said, "True story. Good thing you guys got faster internet."
Yes. 100%.
But yeah, I think as I was saying, I think the biggest thing for me is being thankful to be in the position to make music and to be able to put ourselves out there the way we do, because so many people don't have that opportunity. And
exactly.
And so many times I'm like,
God, where are we going?
Why are we here? And why do we have to take small steps before we can take, giant leaps in our musical journey? But I feel like we have to come to the place where we're truly thankful and grateful for what we do and how God has impacted our lives and how He's still impacting our lives and how He's still working on us and how He stayed with us through it all. And I think that's the main thing I need to work on is truly showing Him my thankfulness and how grateful I am for everything that He's given me.
Yeah, and it makes me sad to know
even the small things.
Yeah.
Like,
it makes me sad to know that I fell out of this place where whenever we first started, I had this mentality of, it doesn't matter how many people ever listen, it doesn't matter whatever happens, as long as even if it just reaches one person, even if it just like one person needs that one song, then I've done my duty, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it started changing into,
it becomes a numbers thing.
Yeah, because then because I remember whenever we first started live streaming and we had so many people watching, and I came to a place where I just felt like, okay, God, well, if no one watches, then are we even really doing what we're supposed to be doing? But yes, we are. Like, if God told us, hey, do live streams. And I also fell into a place of like not really knowing what to talk about. So then I would be anxious about starting it, or like anxious about doing it. But God's really bringing me back to a place of not letting things of the world come before Him. Not letting school come before Him, because that was a big one for me. I would just spend all day on schoolwork, not even pick up my Bible, go to bed. And that's not a good place to be. That's 100% not a good place to be. I wasn't even working on music in those moments. And so God's really like, He's molding me back into where I was supposed to be for this time, because we know Jesus is coming back soon. If you don't know that, just go outside, watch the news, watch the sky. Like, there's so many things happening right now that are just unexplainable and crazy, but that's what God told us would happen. And so, I mean, I made a whole YouTube video about a dream that I had, got a bunch of hate for it, but also found out that a lot of people are having the exact same dreams that God's telling them, like, hey, I'm coming back soon. Like, our people, we need to get ready. And so God's slowly making me let go of numbers, making me let go of, because I would check. Like,
yeah, so when we first started Revive, we didn't care about the numbers. We just kind of just did it and let it be. And then it kept going. We were averaging a decent bit. And for a small town like we live in, I mean, 1,000 to 2,000 views every Revive service.
Felt crazy.
That felt insane. Like we were on top of the world but then it suddenly started becoming about numbers, because
and then it started
declining. They started declining, and we're like, oh shoot, what do we do? Like,
And I feel like that's whenever you start falling too. Whenever you're too worried about who's watching, like, and you're not even worried about what does God want me to do.
But it's not about the numbers. It's about staying
faithful.
Staying faithful, exactly.
Being grateful and staying faithful.
And as Pastor John would say, stay focused.
Stay focused. And yeah, so whenever we first released our album, I remember sitting there, or no, not even that, but like let me back up. Whenever we released our first song, it was never about numbers. Like, genuinely speaking, it was never about numbers. It was never me checking. I just put it out there, let it be. Then our second song, it became a little bit about numbers. I wanted to know. Then our third, because we released Misconception C, that one was definitely me checking a lot. And then our album, I checked a lot. And did it grow? Yeah. Like, we had a significant increase, but God did show me in all of that. Just stay focused on what I'm telling you to do, because if you only have one person watching on the Facebook Live and they get something out of it, it's better than having a bunch of people watching that don't get anything out of it. And so God's going to send who he wants to send. We don't need to not even just drag people there, but we don't have to worry about it. As long as we're doing what God's telling us to do, then he's going to bring people to listen to it that need it.
And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with checking the numbers. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Because it is a good thing to know what songs people react to better, what songs hit them better, and what songs speak to them better. But at the same time, it isn't about the numbers.
It's about our gratefulness to where God's brought us. Because in 100% reality, every single song that I wrote came, I got so much from you too. Oh, thank you so much. We love to hear that. But no, every single song that I wrote came from a place of feelings. Like, okay, so Child of the King, I felt like on top of the world. I'm a child of the King. I got that revelation. And even though that's such a basic thing, like, yes, we're all children of the King. Like, once you realize, like, wow, I am literally a child of the King, though, then it was just such a game changer for me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But it literally says in there, there's not a moment I'm not loved by you. And so it was just a game changer for me. And then I wrote, which one did I write next? I wrote Message to You was just me telling God, like, there are times whenever I'm not the best. And there are times whenever I fall, but I want you to take my hand through it all. And that rhymed too. So, and then I wrote I wrote Misconception C, and that was just coming from a very deep place in my life of me just wondering, like, what are the things that I'm focused on? And I was so focused on lies, and like, it was Christian understands. It was a time in our lives where a lot of lies were being thrown at us, and a lot of things were happening, a lot of drama, and I was in a place of like complete misconception until the acoustic 100%, because then you realize like the words and the lyrics and it just hits different.
Yeah, when it's all fast and stuff, you just kind of like dancing around to it. Then when it gets slowed down, you're actually listening to the lyrics.
I think I actually cried whenever I listened, like, because I don't know, it becomes real. Lyrics become real to you whenever you actually either slow them down or speak them, like just talk. And that's why I like spoken word so much, because it's essentially me just talking out lyrics that I've thought up, or like things that come in my brain that I really just feel in my heart. You just speak them and they become more real. They come to life. But yeah, definitely whenever we slowed it down, the lyrics definitely came to life and like felt more real. But no, all of those songs came from a place of me feeling in a place that I know that God had me for a reason, because other people are dealing with things too. And so, and even if God didn't really I don't think God told them to lie about us, like throw shade or anything. But I think that all of it was there for a reason, because I definitely grew from that. And so to be thankful and to be grateful for all of that and where we've been, where we've come, releasing our first album. Oh my goodness. And like it going so well and people giving us positive feedback from it. And then sometimes you still feel yourself just falling back into a place of, oh, it's about numbers. And no, it's not. As long as one person gets something from it, that's all that you need. Literally, if you're singing it to God, that's really all that you need, you know? So I don't know. Do you want to talk? I'm rambling, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, we always, I mean, it happens. We get caught up. I mean, we get caught up in numbers so much, and I hear him banging around in the bathroom again. Okay.
It's okay.
Oh, it's a door now.
Yeah,
okay.
It's a door. It's fine.
But even me, like, I'll be crying out. I'm like, why? Why can't we just have these numbers back? But then, you know, then you just sit there and you're like, wait a minute, I'm dumb. It's not even about that. Like, it has nothing to do with the numbers.
It has nothing to do with how much money you do or don't have.
All that matters is that you're following him and
Right.
that you're doing what he wants you to do. And if you're not, and if we weren't, then that's where the problem comes in. But as long as we're following him and doing what he's called us to do, then that's all we need to do. I mean, there's nothing more to do.
Right. Yeah, I think I actually recently wrote a song. Hopefully it will be out soon. But it's essentially telling God, like, whatever happens, I'm still going to follow you. And so in that sense, like, even if, like, say, and I'm not trying to say this and, like, speak anything into existence, but say that, like, we literally had one person listening, like, to bring into consideration that and say, okay, well, would I be content in that if they were feeling something from it, if they were feeling the power from it, if they were even coming to God through that, because music is powerful. I mean, God comes through music, in so many ways, but one of the biggest tests is, can you be faithful with the few? Exactly.
Exactly. We've talked about that so many times, even about the church, because we're like, you know, is it even worth it? We literally, like, for so long, we had just our family and
another family.
And yeah, and pretty much just two families. That was it. Like,
but
like 6 people, everybody, like at one point, literally everybody was on the stage during praise and worship, and Dad was in the back running the board, just sitting back there, and that was it. And then everybody went down. Dad preached. I mean, that was all the people. We didn't have anybody, but we're slowly growing, and it comes with being
ready.
Being ready,
Yeah.
but also just coming to the conclusion it doesn't matter how many people are there. It doesn't. All that matters is that we are there to be in his presence and to be with him. And we're there to worship him. And see, that's all that matters.
It's so awesome too. Like, there was always a way provided. Like, even whenever it was literally impossible, like there was more money owed than was even being tithed into the church, because I mean, whenever it's 2 families, it's a little difficult. But God, like, he always provided a way. And so growing up seeing that, because I mean,
did I like his comment?
I don't know, but growing up seeing that and knowing that God did that was also definitely a booster. And like, why would I ever doubt God's power? And even our stories is like how we were born. Like, why would I ever doubt God's power? Because we were literally born in impossible circumstances, and yet it still came to pass. Because whenever God makes a promise, it will be fulfilled. And God made a promise to our parents, and it would be fulfilled. And so it didn't even matter if they tried to get them to abort me. It did not work. And I'm still alive and breathing and perfectly healthy. And so, yeah, I mean, the doctors literally said, like, there would be so much wrong with me, and there's genuinely not. I mean, Christian likes to say there is, but there's not. So, I mean, coming from all of that and then realizing, why do I even doubt things, Like, why do I doubt things when I saw how God provided in our church? Why do I doubt things whenever I see how God provided somehow 4,000 streams when we literally did not even have near that many on any of our singles, Like, not even how did God do that, but, well, yeah, I guess it would be how did God do that in a sense, but at the same time knowing, like, it's just because that's what God does. He does what seems impossible to man is impossible to God. He can literally do anything, and he can use any circumstance for his glory.
And also the people he's brought us into contact with over the past few years doing the music. I mean, obviously we would have met Carol anyway because of the church, but even like Josh and Gabriel and David and Jaron. I mean, we probably wouldn't have met Jaron had we not been doing this. And honestly, like, I'm so thankful we did get the opportunity to meet, and we have had the opportunity to meet so many Jesus loving people. I mean,
and it's so crazy because, like, whenever we first started, now we have like an actual separate bank account for all our music stuff and everything. But whenever we first started, especially, and even like till probably last month is whenever we got all of that activated. So up until last month, every single time, it was so crazy because every single time that I would order something and I would be like, put it on my credit card, don't even have enough money for it right now. Definitely just don't have it in my account. Someone would come along and give me that amount back. And it was literally God being like, bro, I got you. Like, stop worrying about the money. Stop.
Thanks, bro.
And so God has provided for us in so many ways in which, like, it would seem impossible. We'd be like, yeah, we don't even have the money and yet we need this. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. But there would be things that we genuinely needed. I mean, we have like music automations that, we have store automators that automatically put our music on new platforms. And so that costs money every year. And then all of these things were adding up. And I was like, how am I even going to do this? And then God would literally send people and they'd be like, here, we want you to have this. It'd be that exact amount. And I'm just sitting there like, what the heck? Like, God, you're so good. Like, I didn't even know how I was going to do that. How I was going to pay off the credit card. But God literally provides in every way possible. So why doubt? Even in times that seem like a dry season, like, why doubt what's coming? Because there's always going to be something coming after that.
It's like Moses in, isn't it the Bible?
Well, I hope it's series? In the Bible.
No, I mean, like the Netflix series, The Lord Will Provide.
I don't remember, but I'm sure.
He said that quite a few times, I think, and it just stuck out. Like, honestly,
my goodness,
it was such an iconic scene.
Well, he will provide.
Well, yeah, he will. But it's such an iconic scene.
We need to start doing
and
that.
I think
the Lord will provide.
I think they did it that way so it would stick out because he does always provide.
He does. In every way possible.
That scene. I love that scene. That's my favorite scene of that whole series.
We need to put that in like the beginning of every single one of our streams. Bro, I almost fell off the couch from Christian's comment. Or say that again. Dad said that. Say it again, Christian.
No, I'm good.
Say it again.
When someone tells you to say something again, you just don't say it again.
Say it again.
I'm good.
No, I want you to do it again.
I'm good.
Please.
Nah.
Why?
Why is his comment not showing up over here?
It is.
No, it didn't.
Whose? Carol's or Dad's?
Carol's.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It's showing up on this, but it's not showing up on this.
Carol, again, did you almost fall off the couch because of, it might be, it might be in the Bible.
Not
I didn't know what he was
about,
talking about neither.
Not talking about.
The Lord will provide.
I'm not talking about like obviously, whatever.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have to explain myself to you guys.
God
knows what I was talking about, and he always has my back. Okay. Hope he's working on y'all to understand me.
God said, I don't know. You said it might be in the Bible, so.
I meant like the show, like the. I don't remember which Bible series.
Yeah.
There's quite a few out there, and some of them are questionable. But
Do you remember?
But one
in
of them we watched in
episode where
Bible
they said
class.
blasphemy and ripped his shirt?
Yeah, I think it was the same one.
Or
but I
ripped
don't
his
remember.
robe, not his shirt. But we laughed.
It was the
so
same
hard.
one. Blasphemy.
Think about like how hard it was for them to fathom that Jesus
'Cause
was
it was-
actually the Messiah.
It was that. It was the Pharisees.
Yeah, I know,
and they
but imagine
had him
imagine
arrested.
being in that moment and a dude coming and you just not understanding because they genuinely just did not get it. Like they were so like bound by, I would say, religion, which is what a lot of people are bound by today. But they were so bound by so many things that they could not even see that he was actually the Messiah, which is sad, but also just like imagine being in that time and just not even knowing that was actually the Messiah and then finding out later. Because I'm sure they found out. 100% they found out. But yeah. Preconceived notions. Oh, is that what y'all had? No, yeah, I thought he meant the Bible too, so it's okay. So, Christian summed tonight up perfectly. He said, be grateful, stay faithful. We're going to put that on a t-shirt somewhere. But we might... Do you have anything else to say, Christian?
I think that's about it.
Any more wise words like, he will provide?
The Lord will provide.
I
I don't know why they always talked in like a British accent,
We
too.
need
That was
to
so
record you
weird.
saying that so that I can put that everywhere. Just everywhere. I might go back and screen record that. Just
You need to edit it into a song.
Yes, I need
Like
to
at the
write
end
a
of a
song
song.
about the Lord
Or
providing.
no, at the beginning. Like that's how it starts. It's like thunder behind it and stuff. It's like some thunder behind it. The Lord will provide.
I love that. I 100% love that.
We need that.
But yes, the Lord will provide. Keep trusting. Have patience, like she said. And just know that be grateful, stay faithful, you guys. Maybe you can stay faithful to coming back and watching our lives. We'll say that is a faithful thing to do. Right?
I reckon. I suppose.
So, Christian, would you like to pray us out?
Lord, thank you for this day, and just again, thank you for the opportunity you've given us to be able to do what we do, Lord, and thank you for bringing so many great people into our lives, Lord. Thank you for sending Jesus to die on the cross, and just thank you for everything, Lord. Help us as we're working on our next album or single, whichever comes out first, Lord, and help us with the directions we need for that and planning future events, because hopefully we will have more events in the future. And yeah, I hope everyone has safe travels for Thanksgiving, traveling to their families, and everyone has a safe and amazing Thanksgiving. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. So thank you guys so much for watching or listening, practically, technically, I guess.
Technically, you're not watching, you're listening.
You're listening.
Unless you're sitting here watching the Threefold Podcast.
Yeah, don't forget Black Friday sale at the Threefold online on all products. It will end Saturday, so definitely go check it out.
Make sure to buy
25%
so
off.
we don't go broke.
Exactly.
Thank you.
God will provide. The Lord will provide.
Lord will provide.
But yeah, no, if you want to go rep some of our merch, it's super cool. That Threefold hoodie, I'm telling y'all, super comfy. And it's 25% off, so why not get it now? If you're going to get it, why not get it now? But we love you guys. We're praying for you. We hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. Remember, be grateful.
And stay faithful.
Exactly. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
if you guys are just joining in, if you guys are just joining in, we just ended because I saw our viewer count went up. But be sure to go back and listen because this was a good
100% one of the best podcasts that we've probably ever done. Actually, no, 100% that we've ever done. So definitely go back and watch it.
It's definitely worth listening.
Comment
No music
what your
this
favorite
time,
part
but
was.
we're chilling.
Yeah, but no, it was a fantastic. I think maybe, I don't know. Oh, our viewer count went back down. It's okay though. Definitely go back and listen to it if you're just now joining or you're just now about to leave. It's okay. And yeah.
Bye.
We love you. Bye.